Hello everybody, it's Christine, and today is a special day because we are celebrating Mel W. Scrapping. She has hit 500 subscribers, although she's now at 523 as of today. But today is a hop to celebrate her, so we'll have links and stuff like that in the description down there, but that's who we're celebrating. And also today is for me, BoBunny Stash Bash. So I'm going to use my BoBunny Prairie Chic, which is from 2013. And I'm going to scrap lift this layout of hers. She's got two photos up here and she's got a photo down here. I'm actually going to reflip mine because my papers are kind of made that way. I'm going to, I think, use this little wood grain on top of this little plaid here because she's kind of got it matted, you see. But then my images my prints are kind of like this, so they're kind of opposite. So I'm going to flip it. My photos are from my little random bag of photos over there. And as usual, they're not great because it's back before digital, but it's pictures of, it was within days of my little girl coming home. And it's just various different family members. My husband feeding her, her Nana, and her granddaddy holding her. So I just thought those would be cute. I think I'm going to make this a top one, and this a top one, and this one maybe be the bottom one. I'm in there, and it's unfortunate because I'm not really it's not a great photo, but it doesn't matter. It's okay. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I may end up using these scraps here for the little banner pieces that she's got going on. And I do still have my sticker sheet here. I don't have a ton left. And apologies, guys. I'm kind of in the middle of a cold here. So y'all bear with me while I sound funny. Anyways, that's what I'm going to get going. Let me trim this papers up here real quick. I may have to pull out some, I don't know if I want to though. I may mat the photos in something else because I do have, some like neutral papers here. So I may use those. But let me get to cutting up just a second, and I'll come back on when I start doing the fun stuff. Okay, gang, so I have trimmed down my wood grain here. I think it's a 1/2 inch. And then I'm scuffing the edges. And I'm not gutting that yellow paper, y'all, because, again, this is a stash bash, right? So you got to get rid of the papers. So I'm going to just use my ATG gun and glue that down. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mat my photos on this, cream-colored piece here. And I'm going to end up using the backside of that as well, but I'm going to first just kind of mount these photos. I guess I should tell you about the photos, although you can kind of almost see. My little girl had just come home. I don't have a specific date, but I know it would have been within the first week or so. My husband actually showed him this layout after I got it done, and he goes, "Oh, you look tired." I'm like, "Man, I don't know why that would be, It's not like I have a newborn here." But anyway, these are just various little family members. I had actually, there's a few more pictures in this kind of set here, but these were the three that kind of I wanted to put together on a layout. So I will end up using that backside in just a minute. You're going to see the florals and stuff that's on that backside. But first I'm going to go ahead and I finished mounting those, and I'm just going to scuff these edges. It was not a perfect fit or anything like that. I didn't measure it, so they're probably a little bit different sizing, but I don't really care. Now I will tell you, I think my photos might be a tad bigger than hers because I end up with less space than she had some kind of way. And so I end up with moving my title because I can't get it to fit. I tried. You'll see me. I'll try, but it doesn't work. So the next thing, I'll just take these little strips I had here, and I'm going to cut 4 pieces. Basically, it's 1/2 inch. The bigger ones are a little bit like 1/2 inch, and then the other ones are probably just a little smaller than that. I'm going to just kind of lay these up underneath her to see kind of how they're going to go. Now, she fishtailed hers. I'm going to actually tear mine just because this whole layout is, it's kind of, it's a westerny type thing, like it's Prairie Chic, right? So it's kind of westerny or whatever, and then I scuffed the edges, so it just felt like it was needing to be torn as opposed to fishtail banner. But I'm just going to organize these so I can kind of see where the tails are going to end up. And as I see, you can kind of see, if you remember the sketch, she had space for a title, and she had space for some elements in the middle there, and I'm kind of running out of room. I don't I'm not really certain why, other than I guess my pictures just have to be a little bit bigger. Here's the other funny part, too. That's 2 different houses, actually. My husband's in one house, and my father-in-law's in the other house. My father-in-law and my mother-in-law, that's actually my house. And y'all don't make fun. The pastel fabrics and all that kind of stuff were in style back then, because if you can see, my mother-in-law had a very similar couch, and that's what my husband's sitting on. That's not the same couch, but they're very similar color patterns. So that's what we had back in the late 90s, y'all. Although I think most of my audience is about my same age, so maybe y'all remember that. Here's where I almost messed up. I almost didn't notice. She had it, I think it was green on her layout. Is it that or orange? I'm not looking at it right now, her sketch, but it's either green or orange. She had a piece of pattern paper up behind the photos. And I almost missed it. And so I go, oh, crap, I can't miss that. So I got to put that behind there. And I'm just kind of figuring out the size here. And then if I'm 100% honest, even after I noticed it up there, I almost didn't notice it on the bottom. But I do see it and I do add it. So you'll see me add that little same little like the little floral there is going to go behind the larger picture on the bottom as well. But I almost missed it, y'all. So here's where I'm going to glue these things down. I'm going to start just kind of assembling here. I've kind of figured out and fast around long enough. So I'm going to put my pictures down here, and then I'm going to glue I might have actually already attached my two pieces with some ATG. Yeah, I've kind of got those glued together. So I'm just kind of figuring out where these things are going to go. I'm going to glue those down, and then I'll use my scissors just to cut them down just a little bit. This is not scientific, y'all. I did not measure anything. This is all eyeballing. Yeah, and again, I'm just going to use my ATG gun to attach these two. I'm really excited for Mel, though. I'll just kind of circle back on that. I'm really excited I know it's really exciting when you hit milestones on your YouTube channel. I was kind of, if I'm honest with you, when I was kind of hitting milestones, I start thinking about how many people that might be in a room, and it can get a little overwhelming if you think about how many people is subscribed to your channel and put them all in a room, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of people if you think about it. So Mel, congratulations for hitting 500. So now just imagine all those people sitting in a room with you, applauding you and enjoying your content. So I'm very proud for you. You're a sweet lady. So I'm just going to kind of get my other pieces down here. I don't know for sure. I don't remember now if she had her upper pictures wonked. I don't really remember. I've got them kind of offset and everything. I know that the pattern paper was kind of offset because she actually had some enamel dots in there. I don't actually do exactly that. I'm going to have a little bit different approach to it because, again, I was kind of running out of room. And I'm not 100% sure how come, but I did. So, but that's okay. I'm just doing these things here. Now, what I have to work with, essentially, I don't have any ephemera. I just have these stickers, right? So I decided she had happy as her title, and I had this one sticker on here that says, oh, happy day. And I think, okay, that makes some sense. I can use that as my title. Now, I will tell you that green's a little bit in your face, but you know what? It was on the sticker sheet. It goes with the collection, so we're going to use it. I'm trying to figure out if I can fit it under this pictures there. You can kind of see because that's where she had it. It's just too big, and I thought about even cutting the happy up, and then I thought, no, you know what? I'm just going to put it on the top of that picture. It'll be fine. So in a second, I'm going to end up putting some foam behind it because I'm going to lift it up, and then I'll find another little sticker on the sheet that's like a little frame, and another thing that says the best things in life aren't things, and those are going to go in the upper right. But I'm going to take that, I'm going to cut some of that part out so you don't have to watch me kind of, struggle to find something there. You can see the little frame now in the upper right corner. And she had embellishments, over those corners like that. So this is kind of what I'm doing here. Now, in the center there, I only had just these few little stickers left, so I'm going to put those kind of in the center. She had, it was kind of connecting the two sets of photos, I guess, so mine kind of do that. I wouldn't say 100%, but they kind of do. And I'm just filling this out. I think, well, those are kind of cute. They'll work. Now, I'm going to run and go get in a minute. I'm going to get some 49 and Market, those little baubles, because I'm looking at the rest of my stickers here, and I kind of thought, well, there's some with little swirly whirls and stuff, and I thought, well, maybe I can use it, but it had cowboy boots on it. That really wasn't going to work. There was something else that had something about it's a cowgirl thing or something, and none of that really made any sense, so I decided not to use those. This is where I'm just adding that foam to the back of that sticker there. So yeah, I lifted that sticker and I lifted the other title sticker up on some foam. I realized that's not sticking real good. I'm going to probably use some wet glue on it or something. Anyways, I'm going to run over there in just a second and get those 49 and Market baubles. I even thought about using that little thing with the numbers, but it just wasn't going to go. So I'm going to find those, and they're going to be like pink, and it has some glitter. Now, she had some glitter in her embellishment, so I kind of thought that was nice anyways, because it's got a little bit of glitter in some of this stuff, especially this one on the lower left here. It's got like a butterfly and some glitter, and I thought, you know what, this looks kind of cute, and she had glitter too, so I'm just going to add that. And then there's a couple little pieces that are kind of lifted. One says like sweet, one says lovely. There's one that says love you. So I'm just using these to add a little bit of dimension to the layout. And I don't actually do any mixed media or anything. I thought about it, but no, there's enough going on with these patterns. I go, no, just going to leave it as it is. So again, I'm just trying to find these little baubles here, and I'm going to add these to the layout here. I just found a couple little pieces. Again, I don't think I did exactly where her enamel dots are, because by this point I wouldn't say I've forgotten about the scrap lift. It's kind of, over to the side, but I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to keep on going now. And that is all I'm going to do with the layout. I have bashed this collection, by the way. I have one sheet left, and it is a wood grain on the back, on the B side, I think. So I have put that in my little collection of wood grains because I can use that essentially anyway. And that is all I'm going to do. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please go check out Mel's channel. I love to see other scrappy ladies hitting those milestones. So give her some love, and we will see y'all next time. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.